My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Cultist Simulator. Alright, we are studying some low-level knock lore. We're selling something of no value. Alright, of course, I know where we are. We're in the stage of just farming out that money so we can get these cracked mirrors done, it appears. Give me a new commission. This one is completing... Yep, okay. Commission we've already got. Excellent. Ooh, we're getting really low-level commissions right now. We've got a low-level edge and just a low-level moth as well. Ibn Aladdin? What? I've already got a commission from you? What for? Oh, it must be the one that I'm currently completing. But of course. Consent of wounds. Excellent. So we actually did manage to increase our knock law. Okay. Nothing else I can do with any of the other ones at the moment. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, excellent. Alright. So, 36. Right? To ascend, 36. So, what I have been told in the comments, and I do appreciate being told this, is that I've had the win condition lying on the board for a while now. I thought I had it. I thought I was pretty close. I thought I had it. But always use the wrong elements, basically. If I do a right that asks for a person, a lore, and an influence. So, an assistant, an influence, and a lore. That's a sunset, right? If I use Izim rather than a Cyprian, then I get 12 for the assistant. And then an incandescence is 15, so we're up to 27. And then my highest level lore is 10. So I have the ability right now to win. This would be an extraordinarily short episode if I immediately did that. I don't think after I win this run, I'm going to immediately launch into another run. Instead, I'm going to let the game have some time to breathe because I know that the game is including a little bit of new content here and there, right? The patch notes tend to say that this is a released game, but it's also a living and breathing game that will evolve over time. So I think I'll wait for it to evolve over time before I get back into it. So I'm not super keen to immediately end this run. I think, however, this will probably be the last episode. Unless I screw something up ridiculously. And, you know, let's never discount the possibility of that. Okay, Aura Flames all the way back down there. Thank you for our Furtive Truth back. Let's explore the unresolved ambiguity as well as... It's Dr. Ibn Aladdin's, right? There's your manuscript. Alright. I do want to fix a mirror. There's a bronze spin through. That will allow us to do it. Alright. Drop this down here. Actually, it's normal mirror, cracked mirror, bronze spin through. Got our contentment for the moment. No investigation will basically ever succeed against me. I love it. Take a reason. Sure, no problem with that. I'll start stacking these back up. I should be using my talk verb right now to complete these edge commissions and stuff. So in fact, I will do. You need a bronze spin through. We've got a new location, which is the Mausoleum of Wolves. This chilly monument was built long before Rome fell. Stone wolves watch the door, a chamber which was carved from rock to await fragments of the sun as it prophesied a funeral procession. That procession never came, but the dead are still drawn here. Dead are still drawn here means that's probably something that we want to combat with high levels of winter. We don't really have high levels of winter outside of our summons. So we would need to summon like a Maid in the Mirror kind of thing if we want to do that. So, way through the stag door would allow us to do that. Now, I'm going to quickly check. Most admirable doors. Perhaps with the right resources, I can pass it. So, Yeah, this only takes a tool, so I can't even put lore in here. I don't think there's another way after this. Yeah, I don't know if I can put it. Yeah, I can't put any lore in there. It said that it won't take lore anyway, so put the Wildering Mirror in there. And I'm going to continue doing this until I get an incandescence. So if I don't get an incandescence for quite a while, then hell yeah, that's a longer run at that point. If I get it immediately, I don't know if I'll use it though. Oh god, we're getting all these low-level commissions. That's a problem. That's a big problem for us. Get some knock done as well. The reason it's such a big problem is I need to fix these mirrors so I can go back to the dreams so I can try and get that incandescence. All right, speaking of dreams, go to the Mantis. I mean, we got the only option there that we really want, Amaranthine Nectar. Let's quickly drop that all the way back down there. Thank you. Anyone I should be talking to right now? Dr. Ibn al-Adim, sure. Give me a new bit of research. That is, secret history is very substantial. Excellent, that's another silver spin here for us. Alright, another completed lore. I should just be handing these in the entire time, that's my bad. And very substantial means I'm going to have to use that one. Drop our reason back down there, and excellent. I really don't feel like I should be dreaming at most times. It's reason to go through the stag door, I believe, so do that. Alright, we did actually get a Mantis glimpse back. Beautiful. And there's an iron spinthria that's not going to really help us at all. That's fine, that's fine. Who says it needs to help us? Except for me, constantly. While I'm complaining about it. Sure, you can take as much Mystique as you'd like. It's not a problem for us. Frankly, I'm more pleased for you to be taking them. Another iron spin through. Funds are at 34 right now. Okay, we'll be sustained for quite a while here. Trembling Heat. Okay, that's Forge 6, right? It's Forge 6. Here it is. I can use that as my influence in order to summon a Zeme. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Take all of those back as well. Immediately hand in Ibn Adim's. Now, the right would be Sunset for this, right? Throw that in. Then we will throw in giant amount of knock. And why do I feel like I've already done this wrong? Never mind. We did it right. It just wasn't telling us that we'd done it right. There's an Azim for us. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, looks good right now. I'm actually going to use a silver spin here to repair another mirror. Something I've also got to figure out is how I'm going to get a bunch of corpses. I don't want to eat all my people. If I can avoid it, at least. I will, however, if I can't avoid it, eat them all in a heartbeat. Do you think I care? Do I look like someone who cares? Yes? I look like I care way too much? Okay, that makes sense. Fair enough. So, let's double check this. If I put the Sunset right in there... What just happened? Game is frozen. Excellent. I'm going to save and exit and immediately come back in, and hopefully it reloads all the cards in the right positions, and I'm fine. Yes, cool. I'll Sunset Right. Put back up there. Beautiful. Now, Sunset Right goes in there. Azim can be my assistant, right? With an invocation of Formulae. 22. An offering of, I mean, the highest I have here is 8, right? And I can't use any of those, of course. I have to use the influence. So if I used 8, I would get to 30. But 15, yeah, the incandescence is enough to win. Obviously, I need my 6th level desire first, though, as well. Oh, you know what I can probably do? Can I get... I'm gonna have you explore. Right? Can't they seduce someone? Or am I thinking of heart? You found strange streets by moonlight. That's not what I want. What if I get you to explore? You have found a hireling. I can take a hireling. Good with doors, an entry consultant. I mean, sure. I'll buy your loyalty and then I'll lock you away. Tristan's gotten us a new mirror. I probably actually shouldn't be using those yet. I should wait until I have a 6th level. Yeah. Should wait until I have a 6th level. Okay, so what I need to do is talk to people about my cult. Let's talk to Rhaenyra about our cult. Seduce a stranger. No one refuses a Cyprian. Excellent. That's what I thought it might be. Of course, even Aladim is not going to work there. We'll gain some moth by chucking a reason there. Everything's getting a little less clean, and that's because I need to use so many different reasons at the same time so that I can complete these commissions. And also because I keep getting given back... how to put this lightly? Absolute trash garbo. As in garbage. Hot garbage. Alright. All of that's neat for the moment. I do want to get the final language in Deep Mandaic. I should also slow down the timer on Azim, so I'm going to send Azim off on a mission. And I'll also send Violet, as well as 2 funds. Face avalanches, furious ghosts, and a door sealed by adept architects. We're probably not even going to be that good at that. At any of those things, in fact. Attempting a seduction. Out in the night, my follower is whispering words that sometimes they might mean. Even if the victim knows the words are lies, they might not care. Okay. So the mission is asking for Forge or Knock. We have neither. It's asking for Forge or Winter. We have neither. Well, we have a little bit of Winter. And we can use Edge to sustain against that. So we just need to drop 2 Forge followers in there, and then we'll be fine. Okay. My minion is returned, attended by a prisoner rendered docile with delight. Oh, we do get a notoriety by doing that, but we've got a hapless prisoner. They won't survive forever, and we also get our funds back. We got money by doing that. Interesting. So I need to do that a bunch, but I'm going to get a bunch of notoriety if I do that as well. I'm a touch worried, in fact. Let's quickly go work out. Entry consultant. Let's lock you away as well. Into the cupboard they must go. I'm going to just try and get a bunch of prisoners, because they last for a long time. 10 minutes, in fact. So I'm just going to try and stack some prisoners if I can. Easiest way to do that is keep getting Rhaenyra to seduce some more people. There's a restlessness. Now, I was told last time that I had a restlessness that I had the capability of summoning King Crucible, right? Isn't that I need 10 Forge and then I follow... So it's Forge, Knock, and something else, obviously, right? So if we're using restlessness as an influence, then we're using Calidate there. Which means that I guess I'm using Knock as my assistant. Oh, there we go. King Crucible. It will come only when the room glows with the aspect called Forge. He also requires a lantern for the light of the glory that he claims to know. Sure. Let's go for it. Mantle Guard is strong in winter. Nope, we'll drop another Forge in there. Frost Guard, we made it through. Excellent. We just ascended our Ascension as well. Here's our Affliction as well as a Vitality to keep us alive. So this is, yes, a 4th mark now. Beautiful. You're going to get a lot of notoriety here. Actually, a touch worried about it. Okay. Here we've picked up King Crucible. In the desert I wait, in the ruins I burn. Metal is water, stone is wax, flesh is smoke. Enter me and be no longer. And you can teach Deep Mandaic. Oh, hell yes. King Crucible, teach me Deep Mandaic. Together we will commemorate the tongue of the unburnt god. I need a background in Aramaic. Easy, we have that. My Aramaic will serve as a foundation. Don't need new funds. Got another hapless prisoner. Yeah, I'm going to actually start talking to Clavette about our stuff because we don't want to stack that much notoriety. We'll send them mumbling back into the wood. Easy. We've our health back as well. Then we can read this book. Oh, man, this is all going excellently. These tatters are all that remain. In one history, this was the tongue the Shadowless Kings spoke. In another, it was the basis of the incantations of the Children of the Leashed Flame. So that's our final language that we need to learn. We'll use that to translate the Second Glory. I'm also going to get King Crucible ready to send out here. I'm sending them entirely just to slow... Oh, no. I need to give you money first. I'm going to send them entirely just to slow down the timer on it. Okay, yep. We got rid of something there. And, in fact, that is to say we got rid of some notoriety. I'll do that again to try and get rid of another. Especially because I'm about to get another notoriety from the end of this event. Second Glory. The priest Juice, the juicy priest, requires the extirpation of the gods who were stoned, those hours who preceded humanity. Juicy priest engages in an apologia for the destruction of the hours. They were old, they were cowardly, they were vile, their time had passed, and it was the shining destiny of humankind to seize their house through glorious battle. The death of a door. This door has found its end today. I love it. I could also be using these prisoners if I run out of time to go through the spider's door. Or does that have to be a curse? I think it could be a prisoner. Treasure lies before us? Sure. More notoriety is trying to be wiped off the board at the moment. Oh, it's all going well. Read a Second Glory. Juicy Priest recounts how the hour called the Seven Coils was slain in battle by the Colonel. We've read about that before. And how the Grail devoured the hour called Tide, and how the egg unhatching fled like a coward. He's quite vituperative, I believe. I've seen this written so many times, but I've never said it out loud. About the egg unhatching. He warns darkly against its return. We get Dread as well as the Rite of the Beast's Division, which we already have, as well as the Recitation of Lost Hours, which we do not have a second copy of. I mean, we do now. Joining these two is a good idea. Let's study that ragged lore. All right. The whispering of the dead is quiet, but another sound echoes in the mausoleum, a faint descending howl, like metal tearing in the hull of a ship, dropping in pitch until it churns our bones. We could almost be the wind, but it's not. We should not stay long here. Okay. That's a peculiar rumor, but that notoriety is about to wear off anyway. Do I still have any? I do have a believer. Excellent. And I'm a believer I couldn't leave her if I tried. And then I saw her face. Excellent. That'll get rid of us for us. Notoriety just wore off before you would have taken it. Oh no, but now you're going to get notoriety from this. Bubbo. The Coming of the Wolf. The chill in the air deepens until our skin crisps with ice. At the core of the mausoleum is a white marble bowl upon a granite plinth. It is filled with snow whose touch burns the skin, and buried in it, items of note. Were they concealed here, or were they offerings? Nothing beside remains. We get the flayed Tantra, as well as the manner in which the alchemist was spared. Ooh. And wolf snow, which I believe we've actually used prior as well. So we'll drop that up there, and we get the flayed Tantra. This Tantra is recorded as being spoken by an enigmatic individual identified as Peel, with many of the qualities of a mythological Naga. The flayed Tantra played a notable part in Alexander Sparrow's paranoid pamphleteering. And a quasi-alchemical text in VAC. We'll study those as quickly as we can. Now. What have we here? Santa Claus, huh? Ooh, I'm really scared. All right. Need money? No, not really. Need followers? No, not really. What do I need? What do I need? I kind of just want to send Azim and King Crucible out on another mission. May as well do. We do need winter on this one, I believe, as well, so that's going to be a problem. Although I can probably just straight up kill him. Curses at their disposal. Okay, so we need Lantern as well. So we've got a bunch of Forge, we've got a bunch of Knock, we've got a bunch of Grail. We don't have any Lantern. So the first two followers I send are probably both going to be Lantern followers. Okay, Lantern the first. That's not how that works. Lantern the first. There we go. Okay, hang on. I'm going to quickly take this back and then submit this commission, which should take 10 seconds. And that's going to give me probably an erudition, which then gets picked up. Oh, we got one from a different thing. Which is so good because this gave me glimmering anyway. All right. Another iron. Guess I should start picking up new commissions just in case. I do need them for the mirror anyway, so... There's some tentative evidence. Can't really do much about that right now. Okay. The substantial law here is easy for us. Then you need a second. Not in particular for the challenge that you're on there, but just for the future. Excellent. I actually haven't had a bunch of ascension checks, so our followers might actually end up going to waste. I know that I can use corpses at the spider's door, so that's fine. But they will give me more, more of a negative in terms of leaving me with notoriety, I believe. Okay, there goes one of our hapless followers. Expedition continues. We'll just throw some more money into it and let it go. Should be fine, actually. Take all of our stuff back and hand it in. Complete a new commission. We're getting a lot of high-level commissions. I'm quite pleased about it all, frankly. Drop those two reason in. All right. Everything's running at all times. I love it. Erudition immediately... leaps out. That's going to be enough to join those two Recitation of the Lost Hours. Quite pleased about it, in fact. Get a new commission from Madame Boucher. As well as our health back. Now, I could be studying right now, but I'm trying to join the recitations. Very substantial. Okay, we're getting really, really good commissions right now. I'm quite pleased. Quite pleased, in fact, about it. All right. There's our completion of the Winter Law, so we'll give that back to Popular Cell. And immediately dream those two away at the same time as one another and start studying a new lore. mashing out here as well. We've gotten the divination of names, which is the divination, the divisions of the names. I hadn't scrolled in, unfortunately. When the sun in splendor was divided, its names were fractured too. Here are shards of their names, which were once whole. Interesting. Interesting. Well, if I'm not going to be studying to join any two laws at the moment, looks like I'm not going to, then I should be translating at least one of these texts. So this is in VAC. Let's do that one. All right. Thank you, Popular Cell. And already gotten another commission from May. It's running at the moment. May, madam. Yeah, I keep screwing that up because I do. Couldn't think of a better reason. That's the most correct reason, I guess. The Creeping Breath Curse. Heart or Grail? Yeah, we have a lot of Grail. We'll be fine. Usually curses are avoided by Forge, right? I thought. Yeah. All right, translated book. And this one should be in... Oh, it's in Sanskrit. Oh, right. All the Tantras are in Sanskrit, of course. There's our important works back. We've just enough to complete this commission in terms of Lantern Lore. Curse Shrivels and give you a Silver Spinthria. All right. Looks like this hapless prisoner is not going to be used. Not even going to eat them. They go just to waste. Lore of the Lantern comes back. You can start handing these in fact. Which, that gets us Mystique, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Never mind. Let's read the first of our books. In 1782, Énile Verdier used this text as a basis for the presentation to the Academy of Sciences in Paris. He was executed in secret in the following morning without trial. Oh, good lord. In the days of the Carapace Cross, when humanity lived in the dark and ate on its knees, humans could enter the Mansus like vermin. One learnt the arts of flint and the arts of shaping and remaking. So that's Forge, I have to imagine, right? That's the start of Forge. Because Forge is the art of shaping and remaking. Or rather, the study of the shaping and remaking. I like this kind of lore. It's a kind of lore that also exists a lot in like Dark Souls and Hollow Knight. It's a little more straightforward here, naturally, considering, you know, your main interaction is reading, so it has to be a little more straightforward. But it's the same kind of thing, like, like everyone tells the story of what has happened a little bit differently, and you have to account for the fact that you have unreliable narrators with their own tinges and their own biases. But on top of that, you also have this lovely element where things are referred to by so many different names, which also that reflects how things actually work in real life, right? Things are referred to by so many different names. So eventually, when you start to get the pieces to tie those names together, you can create a general idea of that character and their influence in the world. It's really, really interesting when all of that kind of coalesces. Okay. Oh, this hapless prisoner looks like it's going to be eaten. Hell yes, just in time as well. So that gets us to, what are we on currently? 5th. That gets us to 6th. We're now just looking for incandescence and then we win. Okay, Long Feast. Items of note are displayed along the walls. They might be trophies from unwise travelers, or they might have been possessions of the Long. There is no indication whether the Long was a willing victim, an ancestor, a prisoner. We'll learn nothing from the villagers now. A Greek inscription on the altar reads, "For the Flood." Get 2 more books. We get the Voyages of Fernanchen of Auril, the impossible, double M, travels of a sea captain through the late Phoenician era. suppressed through recorded history. Those who read it were said to disappear, and also in the mountains as upon the plain. In the mountains as upon the plain, there may not be a path where none has passed. A work by Niengala of Lagash. And, oh, Book of Dissolution. This is also a new one. Alexander Probst, following the foundational work of J. Wigglesworth Jensen, recovered a copy of this work from the Mountain Temple in Persia. Other copies surfaced now and then, usually seared on rock. So Azim is here for another 76 seconds. I mean, basically the only way this works is if I do immediately directly get incandescence by this thing going through the peacock door. So we'll see. May well happen, may not. May not. I'll quickly discuss with Clovette that I need to get rid of some of the notoriety, but she'll get rid of Mystique because I'm dumb and I forgot that. It's my bad. All right. There's our 6th level. Read, oh my god. Okay, read the manner in which the alchemist was spared. Through the black, the yellow, the red, the unwise mortal ascended to the shadow of the egg unhatching and remained in his surface. He may be there until this day. We've got mysteries in the making. The Forge of Days, the Meniscate, and the Madrugad are gods from light. Mercury, silver, and gold are seeds of the work, and here is their secret doctrine. Use this in a rite with consecrated lintel, which I have, and a little refulgin, which I also have, or resources of equal power to summon King Crucible. We've already done that. I'm not going to reorganize all of these things because I don't know if we're going to be in this world for that much longer. There's a fascination. Okay. It's just time to wait. I don't think we have any dread at the moment, though. Going to the Mantis. Incandescence, please. Splendor. That usually means this is incandescence. It isn't. Damn. That's also a second fascination, which is actually a real big problem for us because we've already got one fascination up here. Oh, man. How do I quickly pick up some dread? Sometimes reading garbage texts, not garbage texts, but sometimes reading texts gives you dread. Peel was numbered among the great hooded princes, but it breaks with its brethren and followed the Thunderskin in the endless dance. Actually, there's also another thing to consider. Sometimes, extremely rarely, but sometimes you can get fascination from reading books. So I should probably be a little worried here. And unless I start working this fascination down, I don't know if I can go back to the Peacock store just in case I accidentally pick up a fascination. I don't know if I've ever seen a fascination in the Red Growls area, but still. Oh, I don't know about this. How am I going to farm some dread? How do you farm dread? How do you do it? If I go the way through the stag door and then find a winter influence, the winter influence will decay into dread. That's one way to do it. I think I'm actually going to have to do that, which also means I'm letting go of Azim. If I'm letting go of Azim, though, what if I just sacrifice Azim to resummon Azim? It's asking for an influence. I can actually just throw the fascination in there, right? Oh no, I don't need moth for anything. Well, I think I should do this anyway. 5 moth and 1 edge, right? Can't I just do that? No, I can. I can summon a raw prophet. This doesn't have Grail, so I can't use it. Well, let's do that. Let's get rid of the fascination there before it can get snatched up. Okay. Investigation's happening right now. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we got another Mystique. So we've got 2 Mystiques happening. And it takes like 30 seconds to set ourselves up to take a notoriety. So as soon as the enemy takes the third mystique, actually, we've got 3 mystiques, then I'll start talking about the Order of the Bloody Cup and try and steal the notoriety before that can. We'll also read Blade Tantra. Urgency of appetite's not going to do it. Right? Yeah. I am also a little concerned about the fact that it is theoretically possible that my... What is it again? It is theoretically possible that I run out of... Nope. Brain stopped working. I can't even remember what I was going to say. Let's start selling off some Iron Spin through, though. Can't believe I just straight up forgot. Oh, right. No, it's theoretically possible that I start to lose my levels of ascension. Because I have no prisoners right now. I can, in a pinch, throw a Silent Disciple into prison. When did you get a second fascination? Did it come back out after I ascended someone? Did I? Did it come back out? Oh, of course. Because in the Rite of the Beast division, it doesn't even consume the fascination. Oh, freak. We messed up pretty bad there. We could actually die if this gives us fascination. We're dead. Oh, God, I hope it doesn't do that. I would be so sad. Okay, it only gives me one thing. That's not fascination. Once Peel had peeled itself, it had the ink it needed to write the Tantra. It had to face the wrath it follows. Here is the invocation it used to fend them off. The Geminate invocation. I mean, you know, again, just put it near where it should be. That Mystique is about to be taken, so we'll, in fact, start speaking to Clavette. There's some money back to keep us afloat for a little while. I'll start translating the new texts that we have, but I'm not going to read any of them yet. So this one is written in VAC. Excellent. I'll go back the way to the Stag Door. Actually, I should also be writing this Edge commission right now. Not even difficult for us to do. Alright. One more reputation. That takes the notoriety before this can. So as long as this eliminates the notoriety, we're fine. The Furious Air actually would have decayed into a fascination, I believe. So I'm extremely glad I didn't get that. Okay, then this is in Deep Mandaic, is it not? It is. So we'll translate that text. I actually think we have long enough in this world to do another episode. So for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Cultist Simulator. We are extraordinarily close to the end. Can't wait to see you there. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.